The Grumman A-6 Intruder was one of the most important attack aircraft in the history of U.S. naval aviation. Developed during the Cold War, it provided the U.S. Navy and Marine Corps with the ability to strike heavily defended targets in almost any conditions, day or night, in clear skies or heavy storms. First introduced in the early 1960s, it became a reliable workhorse during the Vietnam War and continued to serve until the 1990s, proving its worth in multiple conflicts. In the 1950s, the U.S. Navy recognized that the piston engine A-1 Skyraider, though versatile, was outdated in the jet age. What was needed was a modern, carrier-based attack jet that could deliver large payloads accurately under all conditions. Grumman Aircraft answered this challenge by developing the A-6 Intruder. Its first flight took place on April 19, 1960, and by 1963 it entered operational service. One of its most distinctive features was its cockpit, where the pilot and bombardier navigator sat side by side instead of the traditional tandem layout. This design made communication easier and helped manage the workload during complex missions. The A-6 was powered by two Pratt & Whitney J52 turbojet engines and could reach speeds just under Mach 1. While it was not designed for speed, it excelled in payload and range. The Intruder could carry up to 18,000 pounds of bombs, mines, or missiles, a load nearly equal to that of a World War II heavy bomber but in a much smaller airframe. Its advanced digital navigation and attack computer allowed it to find and strike targets even in poor visibility, a revolutionary capability at the time. The wide landing gear and rugged design made it well suited for carrier operations, and its folding wings helped conserve space on crowded flight decks. Several versions of the Intruder were developed to meet different operational needs. The original A-6A was the standard attack aircraft, while the A-6B was modified to carry anti-radiation missiles for suppressing enemy air defenses. The A-6C was adapted for night interdiction with advanced sensors, and the Ka-6D was a tanker variant that refueled other jets in midair. The design also served as the basis for the EA-6 electronic warfare series, with the EA-6B Prowler becoming one of the most important electronic attack aircraft in the U.S. arsenal. The A-6 earned its reputation in combat during the Vietnam War, beginning in 1965. It flew long and dangerous missions over heavily defended North Vietnam, striking bridges, power plants, and supply depots. Unlike many other jets, the Intruder could perform its missions in the monsoon rains and during nighttime, making it invaluable to U.S. forces. It did, however, face serious threats from surface-to-air missiles and anti-aircraft fire, and many aircraft were lost. Nevertheless, its performance proved the value of an all-weather strike jet. After Vietnam, the A-6 continued to see combat. In the early 1980s, Intruders flew strike missions in Lebanon, and during Operation Desert Storm in 1991 they played a major role. Despite being an older aircraft by then, the Intruder flew more than 4,700 combat sorties in the Gulf War, destroying radar installations, supply centers, and command facilities. Its ability to carry heavy loads and deliver them with accuracy made it an essential part of the coalition's success. The aircraft's strengths lay in its heavy payload, long range, and all-weather capabilities, but by the late 1980s it was becoming outdated. It lacked the speed and stealth of newer fighters, and maintenance demands were high. The Navy intended to replace it with the A-12 Avenger II, a stealth attack jet, but that project was cancelled due to cost overruns. Instead, its role was gradually taken over by the multirole F/A-18 Hornet and later the F/A-18E F Super Hornet. The A-6 Intruder was officially retired in 1997, though its electronic warfare cousin, the EA-6B Prowler, served until 2019. Its legacy remains significant, as it proved that a rugged, all-weather strike jet could be as vital as faster, more glamorous fighters. It gave the U.S. Navy unmatched strike capability for over 3 decades and set the standard for modern carrier-based attack aviation. The story of the A-6 Intruder is one of reliability, innovation, and endurance. It may not have been the fastest or most beautiful aircraft, but it was a vital tool of American air power. From the jungles of Vietnam to the deserts of the Middle East, it showed that bad weather, darkness, or distance could never prevent the U.S. Navy from striking its targets.